Hello friends, welcome on board. I'm your English teacher Metehan Gündüz. As you see, 10B and 10C students are with me for 5 weeks, and this is the 5th week of video diaries, video lessons. Okay, where did we stop our last class? Let's remember, we stopped it in unit 7 and page 57, and I gave you a homework to be prepared to read this text, and I think you have found new words that you don't know, that you didn't know before. Yeah, look at the page. We are going to read a text about a house. What is it called? It's called Chatsworth House. Is that okay? Chatsworth House. And please concentrate on the topic. It says living history, friends. Living history. Yeah? Let's look at this photo. Yeah, it says Peregrine Cavendish and his wife. Who is Peregrine Cavendish? And so who is his wife? And let's have a look at this photo. As you see, it's a nice English countryside. A nice English countryside. An old ancient house, a bridge, a stream, and we have 2 rooms here. This is a huge, a large, a really luxurious dining room, and also probably this is a kind of office, maybe library, another luxurious, another stunning one. It smells full of history, and let's read and understand about the topic. Living in a stately home. Living in a stately home. You know what's that? Is there anybody who lives in a stately home? No, I will tell in the end. Look at the pictures and read the introduction. What is the house called? Yeah, the first question, my friends. What is the house called? Let me change it. What is the house called? Okay. Okay, friends. Can I answer this question? What is the house called? Yes? I can do it. It is called Chatsworth House, isn't it? Chatsworth House. And who lives there? Who lives there? Can I understand? Can I answer this question? Yeah. I need to read the introduction part. It means this part. Okay. It says living history. Chatsworth House has been home to the same family since 1549. In that time, the house has welcomed kings and queens, prime ministers and politicians, and more recently, bands and film crews. Can I answer? No. The 12th Duke of Devonshire, Peregrine Cavendish, and his wife Amanda have lived at Chatsworth since 2006. The Duke inherited the house on the death of his father in 2004. He says, "My family has lived here for over 450 years. The estate has been passed down the Cavendish family for 15 generations. And I now have the pleasure and responsibility to look after it for the next generation. Visitors often see him walking through the house and garden when it's open to the public." He says, "Chatsworth is a magical place, and I feel lucky to be able to share it with all of our visitors." Okay, yeah, now we read the text, and now we can answer some of the questions. Let's change the page and have a look. Who lives in Chatsworth? Who lives in Chatsworth? Cavendish family, we can say. Cavendish family. Lives in Chatsworth. Or I can also say, Cavendish family has lived in Chatsworth for 450 years. For 450 years. This is not nice. I didn't like it. I want to change 450 years. This is the correct answer. Okay, who visits it? Who visits it? Can I answer this question? Let me have a look. Visitors often see him. Who are these visitors? It's open to the public, it says. It is open to the public. Is this the real answer? No, not this is the real answer. We can look upwards. Kings, queens, prime ministers and politicians, and more recently bands and film crews. So I can say public and also special guests like kings, queens, etc. visit here. Where do you think the money comes from to run it? Where do you think the money comes from to run it? Maybe the money comes from, it says, more recently, nowadays. It means more recently. It means nowadays. Bands and film crews. So I can also say visitors often see him walking around. Yeah, it's open to the public. It says it is open to the public. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think the money comes from music and film industry, and also public visitors. Yeah, if you want to visit Chatsworth House, you have to pay for it. I understand it. Okay. Exercise 2 wants us to ask some questions to the text. You are going to read about the house and its owner. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? So, ask some questions. Okay, ask some questions about the house. Using where, how old, who, when, how many, how much, which. Okay, shall we try, my friends? Shall we try? Yeah, let's try. Yeah, I'm back. Now let's ask some questions. Yes, I want to learn something about this house. Okay. So, before reading the text, I want to ask. Before reading the text. Okay? Yeah. So, let's ask a question with using where. That's simple. Where is Chatsworth? Okay, do you know where is Chatsworth? No, we will answer the question after reading the text. So, what about the second question? That's how old? Is that okay? Yeah. How old is the house? This is a true question. You can ask any other question. And who? Who? Who lives there? Who lives there? Or you can ask who owns the house? Easy and simple. Okay, the next question is when. Can I say, when can I visit? Or when is it open to public? These are possible questions, my friends. Yeah. How many? How many people live and work here? Yeah? Can I ask? How many people live and work here? Okay? For example, how much do they, who are they? Cavendish family. Cavendish family. How much do Cavendish family spend to run the house? To run the house. Okay? And last question, which? I don't know. You can ask any question using which. You can ask any questions using it. Now friends, let's, sorry, where is it? Now friends, let's read the article quickly and answer our questions. Okay, we asked questions and we are going to answer our questions. Then we will read the text again and answer part 4. Firstly, now we are reading to answer part 3. Okay, go on, let's read. You can stop the video and read on yourself. Yes. Living history. Chatsworth House. Chatsworth House has been home to the same family since 1549. In that time, the house has welcomed kings and queens, prime ministers and politicians, and more recently, bands and film crews. Peregrine Cavendish, he is the 12th Duke of Devonshire. Peregrine Cavendish and his wife Amanda has lived in Chatsworth since 2006. The Duke inherited the house on the death of his father in 2004. He says, "My family has lived here for over 450 years. The estate has been passed down the Cavendish family for 15 generations, and I now have the pleasure and responsibility to look after it for the next generation. Visitors often see him walking through the house and garden when it's open to the public. He says, Chatsworth is a magical place, and I feel lucky to be able to share it with all of our visitors." The most beautiful house in England. Chatsworth is situated in the hills of Derbyshire in the Midlands. Many people say it is the most beautiful house in England. It has nearly 300 rooms with 17 staircases and 26 baths, and is set in 35,000 acres of land. It needs 500 staff to run. The art collection includes paintings by Raphael, Van Dyck and Rembrandt. The whole estate is worth about 500 million pounds. It's a really big number. It costs approximately 5 million pounds a year to run Chatsworth, so the house has been open to the paying public since 1949. And in 2010, there were around 600,000 visitors. There are often art exhibitions, flower shows, horse trials, and sometimes concerts in the grounds. The house also earns money from the film industry. It's a favorite location for period films. Chatsworth was used as Mr. Darcy's house in the 2005 film of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, and Keira Knightley also starred the Duchess here in 2008. A house fit for a king. Oh, really nice topic. A house fit for a king. We are going to translate it into Turkish. Most English country houses were built during the 17th and 18th centuries by the aristocracy. The Duke likes to explain the historical background to Chatsworth. Visitors arrive, see this huge building in this vast parkland, and wonder why it is so big. The reason is that my ancestors built a house fit for a king. It was designed to impress and to persuade royalty to visit. In 1686, the first Duke built a magnificent suite for a royal visit from King William and Queen Mary. Unfortunately, they didn't come. However, much later, Edward VII was a frequent visitor. Between 1901 and 1910. George V and Queen Mary visited in 1913. Many of the Cavendish family were politicians. One, William Cavendish, was Prime Minister from 1756 to 1757. Today, families like Cavendish has no longer the same political influence. But their estates are still huge. Okay, my friends. Now we read the text. And let's answer the questions. Before answering the questions, let's have a look at the unknown words to get the text more clearly. Or maybe first we can answer the questions. Okay? Yeah, we can answer these questions. It's not a problem. Yeah, where is Chatsworth, my friends? Where is Chatsworth? Can we answer this question? Where is Chatsworth? The answer is here. Chatsworth is situated in the hills of Derbyshire in the Midlands. Is that okay? I'm sorry, it's too big. So, this is the real answer. It's in Derbyshire, in Midlands. Easy and simple question. Okay, an easy and simple question. How old is the house? Let's ask. How old is the house? So, let's make a mathematical problem quickly. When was it built? Let's find it. When was it built? I can't find it. When was it built? It's simple here. It was built in 1549. So, how old is the house, my friends? It is 2020 now, so it makes the house is, or you can directly say, it is 471. It's 471 years old, just like 2020 and what's that? 1549. 1549. That makes, okay. This is simple. This simple. The third question, who lives there? Who owns the house? Okay, question 3. Who lives there? Or who owns the house? We can answer it. Can I say the Cavendish family lives in Chatsworth. The Cavendish family owns and lives in Chatsworth, my friends. What about our fourth question? When can I visit? Or when is it open to the public? When is it open to the public? Okay. When is it open to the public? Yeah, if you look at here, it's my friends. Come on, concentrate. I'm sorry. Yes, the house has been open to the paying public since 1949. Since 1949. Okay, so we can quickly answer the question. 1949. It has been open to the public since 1949. Okay. Question 5. How many people live and work here? How many people live and work here? Do you know, my friends, how many people live and work here? We don't know how many people live, but we know that 500 staff. Okay, it needs 500 staff to run it. So the answer is 500 people work in Chatsworth. So this is the number of the staff who works in Chatsworth. 500 people work in Chatsworth. Okay, question 6. How much do they spend to run the house? How much do they spend to run the house? Do we have an answer for it? Okay. I think we have no. Yeah, it costs approximately £5 million a year. The answer is here, my friends. The answer is here. It costs approximately £5 million a year to run the Chatsworth. So the answer is they spend £5 million. Yeah, they spend £5 million a year to run Chatsworth. Okay, my friends, now we all answered our questions, and then we are going to answer the questions in the fourth part, in part 4, in the next video. See you later.